What is up, everybody? My name is Cian. This is my channel Stoic Speaks, and today I'm going to be talking about why I think people fail on NoFap.
That's my drip and it's not for free. That's my drip and it's not for free. Then if I stay on my back, then I make them lean. Whole team sauce on deck when we step in clean.
Alright guys, so I've been reflecting as I always do, just sitting, walking around the house thinking about why was it I relapsed. Because in the moment of a relapse, I don't think I ever have, I don't think I ever will process what the urges mean. When I have just urges that I'm able to overcome, the only times I have urges is when I get triggered. If I'm scrolling on Instagram or something and I have a stupid friend who always sends me pictures of females and stuff, and that actually doesn't give me urges anymore. When I open up a message from him, I know what it's going to be. But just as an example, you get urges from things that trigger you. Maybe you get urges from something deeper down, like if you're having a really hard day, you might want to use the fapping as a painkiller, as a sense, an emotional painkiller, an emotional tampon. That is what I was using it for a lot of the times. So it was probably 60-40, 60% of the time using it as a painkiller or an emotional painkiller, and 40% of the time I was just having urges, stupid ass urges, getting triggered by titty girls, ass girls on Instagram. Why I think these come about, there's only one reason: because you got way too much free time on your hands. If they come to you and work, you're not working hard enough, you're not getting on the fucking grind. When I had urges in work, it was when I was sitting idle and I had too much free time, and my mind was allowed wander too much. In my private life at home, if I'm just sitting wasting time on the internet, that's when I'm susceptible to relapsing. Now, I think everybody needs a creative outlet. Or, you see, I've got a couple of things that are great for me to not relapse, that when I relapsed I wasn't doing. Making videos is one. When I'm consistently making videos, so I'm going to spend 10 minutes recording this. I'm going to slap it into my computer, pull the files, it'll be another 20 minutes, and then I'll spend an hour color correcting and editing, making sure the sound doesn't have noise in it as best I can. And I'll try color correcting. It's an attempt at color correcting because I'm recording at night time, blah blah blah. But I do all of these things, and that will take up a lot of time. I record my videos after everything else in my day is done, and then I'll go to bed. I'll go to bed actually tired because I've been working hard all day. Besides these videos, I will go to, from the 12th I'm taking up a philosophy course. It's just once a week for 10 weeks, and I'm also doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is 2 days a week. So I'm having my whole schedule is booked out. So as soon as I'm finished done, I'm either going to a philosophy course, doing jiu-jitsu, or making videos. I have no idle time after work. And my work, I'm starting my new job tomorrow, and it's going to be extremely demanding. It's target based, so I won't have time to slack. So there will be no time at all for me to have relapses, or even to have temptation, unless I drop the philosophy course, or if I drop the jiu-jitsu. But I won't, simply because, I start being idle, I might relapse, and I won't be. Nah, you know what? It's a vicious cycle. It's an absolute vicious cycle. I thought about it. Why was I relapsing? I thought about my relapses. What triggered them? I didn't have an escape. The first relapse, I had some drama. It stressed me out. I relapsed. If I had just made a video, or if I had just went to jiu-jitsu, or if I had read a book, after this video is rendered and uploaded, I'm going to go on Duolingo and study Dutch. That's another thing I'm doing to make sure that I just don't have time for my mind to wander. when you have an addiction to porn, anything can trigger you, like, so you have to make sure you're doing stuff that isn't going to trigger you. I found that actually studying language, Duolingo, is fantastic. That, listening to audiobooks while laying back on my chair. Lads, there are so many things we can actually do to avoid a relapse. The fucking scummy relapse. I think I'm going to go on and have the longest streak of my life now that I know that once I stay busy, and I mean busy, I won't have time in the day to relapse. The only times I have was when I had a lot of free time in my day. And anyway, I want to be a man of high value. I want to be a man of high status. You can't be a man of high status when you have a load of free time in your day. That just automatically rules you out from being a man of high status, because you're doing nothing. Does a man of high status stay home playing Call of Duty all day? Definitely not. You need to have your schedule booked. Now, you don't have to copy me. You don't have to go pick up jiu-jitsu and Duolingo and philosophy. You can do things that you're interested in. Too many people have a habit of copying, but I think unless it's actually your calling, it's your purpose, things that you're drawn to constantly, you are going to probably stop doing them. You see, I never really copied people before, actually, but I have people copy me all the time. It's very irritating, because they think I'm some magical entity then when I'm able to have good willpower, but they just stop doing the things that I do. You can't do something somebody else does, you know. It's not you. So find what you really like to do to fill up your time. Stop playing the video games, definitely. Video games should be a reward at the end of the day. They shouldn't take up like 8 hours of your day. There's a reason why I say this. It's because it's the same. It's addictive, just like cigarettes, masturbation, drugs. When you play a video game, you win. You get that dopamine high. It feels unbelievable. But when you lose, right, your brain's expecting that dopamine, you get angry, get narky, you become a bitter person. I've played games my whole life, competitive gaming online and everything, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. At the end of my day, after my videos made, after my Duolingo, after jiu-jitsu, after philosophy course, whatever, I'll then play some games. After everything is done, an hour before bed, like, I'll stop playing an hour before bed and then listen to an audiobook at the end. Give your brain a chance, like, don't binge. On the weekends you can binge, I guess, unless you really can't trust yourself. If you're really susceptible to a relapse, I know for a fact I can give myself one day alone. That's not a challenge. But if I have a week where I'm doing nothing, I wouldn't trust myself, like. But if it's one day, yeah, you're fine. Like, you don't have to be booked out 7 days a week. You can have a day spare. But yeah, lads, that was my rant. Let me know if you want me to schedule, like, script my videos. I don't. I just flow off the top of the dome, and I think they make sense in the heat of what I'm talking about. I think this is why we relapse, because we don't do enough in our lives. So we fill the void with porn and masturbation. Lads, absolute pleasure making this video. Sorry, I'm wearing no glasses. I wasn't sure if it was recording or not this whole time. If you liked the video, please like. If you don't do anything. And you take care, guys. Take care. Bye. Bye.